All right, let's get right into it. Today, we're going to talk about something I think we all feel at some point, that feeling of being completely and totally stuck. We're going to break down what's really holding us back, those barriers inside our own heads, and explore the simple, powerful actions that can genuinely change our lives. So, let me just ask you this, and be honest with yourself. Have you ever felt like you're your own worst enemy? Like the loudest voice telling you no is the one right between your own ears? If any of that sounds familiar, you're in exactly the right place. Because today, we're going to tackle that thing head on. This gets right to the heart of it. We all have that little voice in our head, that inner critic that loves to whisper, you can't do it, or you're just going to fail anyway. The big secret isn't learning how to silence that voice. It's learning to realize you don't have to obey it. You can hear the thought, acknowledge it, and then choose your action anyway. Because what defines you isn't the noise in your head, it's what you actually do. Now, before we get into any strategies or life hacks, something else has to happen first, something much more fundamental. It all begins with one single, powerful decision. Let's dig into what that foundation really looks like. Okay, look at this. This is the fundamental choice we all face every single day. On the left, you've got blame. This is the victim mindset. It's like you're a puppet, and your circumstances, your boss, your past, they're all pulling the strings. It's a completely powerless place to be. But now look at the right side. Responsibility. This is where you grab the scissors and you cut those strings. The second you accept that your life is a result of your choices, whoa, you take all the power back. And here's a hard truth. No book, no mentor, not even this can do the work for you. Change is an inside job. It has to begin with a genuine, non-negotiable decision from you that you are ready, that you've had enough. That decision has to come from deep inside. So once that decision is made, the real work starts internally. This next phase is all about the conscious effort of reprogramming your mind, of literally rewiring the beliefs that have kept you in that same old spot for so long. Our minds are basically search engines. They're designed to find evidence for whatever we already believe. If you deeply believe you're destined to fail, your mind will work overtime to find every reason to make that a reality. This is exactly why you have to consciously decide to see yourself as a winner. Once you do that, your behavior will naturally start to align with that new belief. This simple shift in language is everything. Think about it. The world of I can't is like being a passenger stuck in traffic. You're helpless. But when you flip that script in your head to I choose to, you've just put yourself in the driver's seat. It's such a small change in words, but it completely transforms you from a victim of your life into the creator of it. Okay, so we've laid the internal groundwork, we've got the mindset. But a great mindset without action is just wishful thinking, right? Now we get to the catalyst, the one ingredient that makes all this change real. And that's action. This is how you shatter fear into a million pieces. This is one of the most important things to get. Fear and doubt are totally normal, but they thrive on inaction. They get bigger and louder the longer you stand still. The moment you move, the moment you act, you starve them of their power. Most of the problems we agonize over aren't solved by more thinking. They're solved by doing. So let's break that down. First, you've got overthinking. That just paralyzes you, right? You're stuck. But then you take some imperfect action. It doesn't have to be great. You just have to move. That creates progress. It creates momentum. And that action is what proves to your own doubting mind that, hey, you can actually handle this. And this should be your new motto. Seriously. Progress beats perfection. Don't wait for the perfect plan or the perfect moment. That's just fear dressing up as procrastination. Just focus on making a little bit of progress, one small, messy step at a time. That's how real change actually happens. So, you've decided to change. You're shifting your mindset. You're taking action. Great. But this transformation stuff, it isn't a one-time event. It's a journey. So now we have to talk about the mindset you need to stay on the path for the long haul. You have got to be relentless. I'm telling you right now, you're going to have setbacks. You will fail at some point. It's not a maybe, it's a guarantee. And that's a normal, unavoidable part of the process. The only thing that really matters is that you don't quit. Every single time you get knocked down and get back up, you become stronger. Your resilience grows. And a huge part of being persistent is focusing your energy where it actually matters. Right now, in the present. The past is over. You can learn from it, but you can't live there. The future? It's a million possibilities you can't control. All of your power, every ounce of it, exists in this very moment. This is where you act. This is where you build your future. So let's just boil this all down, right? Your new life starts the second you decide to stop making excuses.
The moment you stop blaming other people and take 100% ownership of your life,
The moment you bust out of that prison of overthinking and just start doing something. And the moment you commit to being absolutely relentless, to getting back up every single time you fall. That right there is the path. And that leads us to this final, crucial truth. No one is coming to save you. You have to be your own hero in this story. The power to change, to build, to create the life you want, it's already inside you. It's been there all along. So the real question isn't if you can change. The only question is, what are you going to choose to create with that power, starting right now?